Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the show. If this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation and Xbox. If that's something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. We have live news Monday through Friday, where we go over these topics and discuss them. We also have live debates, opinion pieces, things of that nature, considering what we're going to be doing today. Make sure you give the show a thumbs up and a like. The road to 2024 is up on us at this point, and we have some huge goals for the channel. All right. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Here we go. Here we go. You know, at the beginning of this generation, I remembered the talk was power, right? Because when it comes down to the Xbox fan base, it's always been about power because Microsoft has always pushed that idea of power. Power, 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 power. And I think after the Xbox One generation, it taught a lot of other people that power doesn't mean anything unless you use it, unless you fully utilize it. And Microsoft, they have been struggling for a while to fully utilize their hardware, right? When it comes to their consoles. Now, PC, that's a whole different ballgame, right? Because PC is ever changing. And with PC ever changing, hey, you know, you're obviously going to get higher performance, higher resolution. And so there is that, because the parts is always changing. You can always upgrade. Consoles, you cannot, right? So you're stuck with whatever the console has to offer. Now, I remember back in 2017, 2016, it was just all about, oh, Project Scorpio and this and that and the One X, and there's no power greater than X and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, the One X was a beast compared to the PS4 Pro. But for some reason, the PS4 Pro, a lot of the first party games that Sony was offering, you know, back in the PS4/Xbox One generation, we started to see some difference when it comes to the actual games, right? And PS4 Pro, obviously, weaker hardware. And for some reason, yeah, it didn't have native 4K like the One X did, which, like I said, the One X is a beast of a console. But Microsoft not really fully utilizing that machine to its fullest extent, being that it was a true 4K beast of a console, it was a big bummer, right? And so with the PS4 Pro in mind, yes, it was the weaker hardware. It couldn't do native 4K and things of that nature. It was checkerboard, you know. So, but still, the first party games looked better, right? And for instance, Last of Us, right? Last of Us Part 2 looked incredible, if not the best looking game, right next to Ghost of Tsushima, right? And so obviously the list goes on. Uncharted 4, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on, right? And it's funny to me, back then, I realized, I said, all this power talk is a joke, right? You sitting here, you get up on stage, and obviously Microsoft, their goals and their dreams have changed, right? The talk back then was power, 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 games, 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 games. Now it's starting to get back to the games. But before, it was mainly power and, you know, the whole set-top box situation with the Xbox One generation. It's an all entertainment box. You know, you have Kinect and it's a family thing and blah, 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 all in one, blah, blah, blah. And it was missing the point, right? And so they had to do a whole 180 with the Xbox One. Then they had the DRM bull crap. Just taking y'all down memory lane just for a minute here, because I'm really about to go in this stream. It's like we don't learn anything about power. And that's hence why I made the song, the Get Hype song, because people was hating on the PS5. Oh, weak station 5, blah. It's like we don't learn. We really don't learn. It's all about power, 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 power. Okay. All right. I promise all of this is going to make sense. So we have seen the likes of Uncharted 4. We have seen the likes of Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon Zero Dawn, what was it? Forbidden West, Gran Turismo 7. You know, all those games are God of War Ragnarok, right? Those games still look insane. Okay. And the difference between the One X and the PS4 Pro, obviously the One X is leaps and bounds ahead of it in terms of power, right? And that still couldn't save them that generation. It still couldn't save them in the PS4 generation. Still could not save them, right? So fast forwarding a little bit now, which I still feel and I still believe that the One X still have some more power and juice left into it, right? 2 years later, I still do believe that this machine have a lot of potential. Okay. And they literally jump ship off of that and went right into the Series X. Oh, wait until we start talking about Series X, right? So I was already pissed off because I'm like, man, this feels like a Sega situation. Okay. And I said, wow, what a shame. What a shame. The One X, great console, you know, true 4K beast, 4K 60 beast. But unfortunately, Microsoft just went on to a whole new platform, right? With the Series X and S, right? Now, fast forward into the games that we have gotten on PS4 Pro and still can't believe that Last of Us Part 2 is a PS4 game. It's a PS4 freaking game. Still, you look at Horizon Forbidden West on PS4 looks really good, right? You look at Uncharted 4, insane. You look at God of War Ragnarok, insane. Wait, what? Right? And it's like the list, I can sit here, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. You can go back on some of the best looking PS4 games. And it's like, wow, Sony is able to achieve that with the less powerful hardware. Sony is just like Nintendo, right? The only difference is with Nintendo and Sony is that Sony keeps up with the time in terms of tech and having a much more beefier console, not just for their games, but also for their third-party publishers and second-party publishers to develop games for, so that they can last, right, a long time. And that's why you see the life cycle of PlayStation consoles are so freaking long, right? Because Sony have different cycles where, you know, they're getting their feet wet in the very beginning. Then they start hitting their strides in the middle of the generation. And then towards the end, you start getting the best of the best, right? The highest fidelity, the highest quality, the highest amount of frames, you know, possible. And Sony reminds me of Toyota, right? They just longevity, long lasting, reliable, things of that nature. Now, obviously with Toyota, anybody knows about cars, like they're not perfect, right? You're going to have problems. Nothing is perfect. Sony is not perfect. I'm not saying Sony is perfect because no company is, but in terms of the reliability when it comes to what they're known for, which is their AAA blockbuster games, right? Tried and true, bread and butter, and finding a way to fully utilize that particular hardware and squeeze every ounce of resolution and frame and just overall production, characters, all this type of stuff, and raise the bar. Sony is able to achieve that literally every generation leading up to now, right? Microsoft, on the other hand, had more games with the Xbox One generation than they do with the Series console generation. Now, that has changed now because, well, they acquired Bethesda and they acquired Activision, right? So the biggest talk is, can Microsoft do what Sony do and dial in and really fully utilize the console? Well, that fact is remained to be seen, right? Now, there's a couple games here and there that utilizes the series consoles. What did we learn from last generation, PS4 and Xbox One generation? That power means nothing, right? And in this generation, again, we still don't learn, right? At the beginning of this generation, what did you hear? What did you hear this generation? Oh, Series X, 12 teraflops, blah, 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 right? 12 teraflops, it's more powerful because the rumors, I was an idiot back then because I was believing all that crap. Everybody was believing that crap because Sony likes to be tight-lipped on information, right? So they like to keep us in the dark. So all we could go off of is rumors and speculations and leaks and this and that because they don't communicate with us enough, right? So all we could go off of is that, oh man, the PS5, it's going to be a 16. I remember I saw one rumor saying up to, was it 17 or 18 teraflops, right? Back then, I didn't even know what that meant. A lot of us didn't even know what that meant back then. Oh, teraflop. Everybody start acting like they're engineers and they understand what teraflops mean. Oh, T-flops this, that, blah, blah, blah. T-flop that, T-flop that. And you don't even have a clue. And then they look at the Road to Mark Cerny, video. Oh, boring. Boring. Nah, because if you were really, really technologically inclined, you will understand what Mark Cerny was trying to say. If you go back and you watch that freaking video, Road to PS5, and you are somebody that's in the IT realm or you're tech savvy and you're educated in that area, you will kind of understand a little bit on what he was actually saying. People that say stuff like that is boring don't understand. They literally don't have a clue, right? But that's what Google is for. You can Google anything, search anything up. If you don't understand, there's a lot of things that I learned at the beginning of the PS5 generation that I never knew before. And somebody that went to school for IT, to be a computer technician, my biggest thing was less on the software side and building PCs. Like I love building PCs at an early age. My dad bought me my first rig when I was 8 years old. 7, 8 years old, and I literally ripped the whole computer apart and put it back together. When my dad came home, my dad wanted to beat my butt because he was like, yo, you mess up the computer. You destroyed the computer. Little did he know that I was just starting to get my feet wet, rip the whole tower down, put it back together. That's my thing. As I progressed and I got older, I started learning about software and servers and things of that nature, how operating system works, if it's a virus or whatever the case, malware, whatever the case may be, right? Or blue screen of death, whatever the case may be, what to do, what key to press, F1, F2, F10, whatever, to get to the BIOS and to try to find a way to boot into safe mode or whatever the case may be. I had to learn all that, right? Or find a different way to load Windows on a thumb drive and then boot it from there instead of booting it from the other drive, and then clone the drive, blah, 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 so you don't lose all your files. All of those things I had to learn, right? So back into this situation, okay? At the beginning of the generation, I'm like, oh, T-flops this, blah, 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 blah. Got sucked into that. Okay, Series X is more powerful, blah, 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 blah. Oh, the games are going to look better. Weak Station 5, blah, blah, blah. But look at what this generation has shown us. Once again, from the PS4 to Xbox One generation, we're dealing with the same thing. The only difference is, well, now there's no even difference. There's no difference. Because once again, Microsoft has the superior console. How is that working out? How is that? I need somebody to tell me right now. How is that working out for the Xbox fan base? How is that working out? You have the world's most powerful freaking console, but yet still games are running at what? 30 FPS. Right. Okay. So, being that you have the world's most powerful freaking console and you wanted that throne, Microsoft cornered that market Oh, we got the world's most powerful console. We got the beast. But the beast can't even run games at 60 frames. Right? I mean, first party at that. Right? The weak Station 5. Oh, that's running games at 60. First party, every single first party Sony game that has launched is at 60 frames per second with a performance mode. You're not hearing the narrative of, oh yeah, as long as the simulation is running smooth at 30 FPS, it's fine. Yeah, you're not hearing no developer echoing what Todd Howard is. Oh, as long as the simulation is running smooth, yeah, we want to keep that at 30. Not even giving the gamer the option for 60. No, 30. What Sony does, regardless of what you might say about their games, oh, their games are one and done. Oh, their games are linear games, blah, 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 this and that, whatever. I don't care. The fact that Sony gives you the option, right, between fidelity and performance, that's good. And they have the weaker console, right? I've seen on a case-by-case basis, don't take my words, don't re-upload it to Twitter, don't twist my words on what I'm about to say. On a case-by-case basis, you see firsthand some games, third-party games, run better on PS5, all right, achieve 60 frames, while the Series X have issues hitting that, right? During the early part of this generation, close to the mid part of this generation, we had developers struggling to develop for the beast. Remember? Y'all remember this. I'm not making stuff up. Y'all remember this, right? Because developers had to get used to the tools because Microsoft changed up their SDK. Remember that? And man, we trying to figure out the Series X. Beast of a console, right? And you can count on your hands the games that really take advantage of the Series X. Not enough to say, yay, Sony have so many games. So many games.
We will.
You don't have to be a fanboy. You don't have to be an enthusiast. You could just be somebody that's a non-gamer, right? From the outside looking in and be like, wow, that's interesting, right? You can say whatever you want. You can look at the games for yourself. Every game is running at 60 frames. Every last one of them. Spider-Man 2, say whatever you want to say about it. Ray tracing is something that's taxing on hardware, right? You got every single performance mode, every mode in terms of FPS have ray tracing. Yeah. But it's not the world's most powerful console. It's not. What does that tell you? Nah, you're going to go to the car dealership and this is what you're going to tell them. Oh yeah, I want the fastest car you got. Are you going to race? What are you doing with the fastest car? Are you going to fully utilize that car, sir? Are you going to be racing it to really maximize the speed and potential of that vehicle? No, I'm just going to show off on the weekends. You're going to just show off on the weekends doing what? What are you doing? Are you going to do it highway driving? Or are you going to be doing, you're going to take it to a drag? Well, I mean, what are you doing? You're going to take it to the track? What are you doing? You're going to drag race? I mean, what are you doing? Oh, no. Just a little weekend drive. So why the heck do you need a super fast car for? Why do you need a Hellcat? Why? Just to show off with the boys? Yo, Calvin, come over here. Hey, man, check out my Hellcat, man. Look at that blower, man. That blower looks sick, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I'm about to soup it up more. I'm about to take off that stock blower. I'm about to put on a bigger blower on top of it, man. I need 1,000 horsepower. What the heck do you need 1,000 horsepower for? Are you going to maximize that 1,000 horsepower? Are you going to maximize that 1,000 horsepower? Are you going to push the car to its limit? Nah, you're just showing off. All that power under the hood and you ain't even going to use it. What good does that do for you? If you are not seeing results, what good is that going to do for you? Not a darn freaking thing. Nothing it means. And it means you got a Hellcat sitting up in the driveway looking like cute boy. You know, oh, yeah, man. Hey, what's up, man? I got a Hellcat, baby. Take out your phones, man. Take out your phones, man. Yeah, take pictures all you want. Hey, man, check out them rims. Man, I got them Brembo brakes. Man, look at that blower, man. I took out the blower, the stock blower. I put a bigger blower on top of it. Oh, man, I went with some boiler exhaust. Check out the exhaust, man. I got that boiler exhaust on the back. Oh, man, yeah. I put some NOS in there. Oh, yeah, man, I'm going fast and furious, baby. But you ain't racing the car. So why have all that power sitting in your garage and doing all that talk, rah, and you ain't using it? You are not fully utilizing it. So it's all just blob and show off. Cars wasting, cars depreciating every day. And you just sitting there talking about nobody cares about your Hellcat being 1,000 horsepower. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a doggone. Now, you might have some people want to jack it and take it from you, but nobody cares about you having 1,000 freaking horsepower. And you're not racing, you're not making money off of it or doing anything substantial. It's the same thing with the Series X. For the longest time, throughout this entire generation so far, Series X gathering dust, right? 2022, we sitting there twinkling our thumbs. Twinkle, 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 twinkling our thumbs, right? Waiting for Microsoft. Oh, nothing, right? Nothing, zero. And we sitting here waiting. Oh, Starfield is going to be that game that's going to really fully utilize the box. 60 frames per second. Really show us what that power, that beast can do. Not a darn freaking thing. Nothing. Still waiting. Right? Oh, Redfall. Oh, I'm sorry. Red who? 30 frames per second. Right? 30 frames per freaking second. Oh, okay. Another L right there. So we're still freaking waiting on Hellblade. Oh, well, they already saying it. 30 frames per second for Hellblade. What a freaking shame, right? And we're still here waiting and waiting and waiting. Man, is Microsoft going to really fully utilize the Series X? I mean, you hear people in the Xbox community talk about it. Man, Microsoft needs to find a way. Because did they lie about the power and capabilities of the Series X? What the heck is going on? Right? But meanwhile, Sony is like, y'all can have the throne when it comes to this power talk. Our system is powerful enough to run the games that we are going to be putting on the system, and our second party and third party, publishers that we're partner up with, their games can run just fine. Remember at the beginning of this generation, you see what I'm trying to tell you? Pay attention. What did you hear at the beginning of this generation? Oh, how powerful the Series X is, right? And then how easier the PS5 is to develop for versus the PS4. That's what you hear. That's what you heard. Oh, man, the PS5 is so much more easy. Look it up if you think I'm lying. Look it up. I ain't got to make up nothing. Look it up. I got receipts. Look it up. It's on the internet. Look it up. I can pull it up. Countless developers at the beginning, very beginning. Oh, even old Xbox execs was praising the PS5 for how much more easier it was to develop for over the Series X, or just in general. When a console is easier to develop for, you will start to see the advantage over the other console. And how many developers we have seen come out and said, oh, shoot, Series X is so much more harder to deal with. And we cannot find a way to fully utilize the console because it's so hard. Let's take a trip back down memory lane. Since y'all want me to simplify it for y'all. Remember the PS3 generation / 360 generation? Y'all don't remember. Well, let me remind you, okay? The advantage of the Xbox 360, even though the PS3 was more powerful, well, that didn't mean much, did it? PS3 being more powerful, that didn't really mean much, did it? No, because the 360, right, was easier to develop for. Yes, it wasn't as powerful as PS3, but it was much more easier to develop for. That means the 360 had the advantage, not because of the year head start, well, the year head start that it had over the PS3, but also the fact that it was easier for third party, second party, and first party to develop for over the freaking PS3. So how did that power, all that power, how did that beast, how did that Hellcat work out for Sony? Didn't work out so well for them. Because that cell processor was a problem. It was a beast. It was powerful, but it was giving developers hell to develop for. I'm being as real and cut and dry as possible. You guys know how I'll get down. Listen, man, don't play. All right? When you come in with your nonsense, don't play around. Look at the facts. Okay? PS3 was hard to develop for, even throughout the life cycle of the PS3. Right? Yes, we had some games that utilizes the PS3, but not to the fullest extent like they really wanted, because the cell was just a beast of an architecture to be able to, for them to be able to develop for. 360, that's where the upper hand was. Right? We don't learn. 3 generations later, here we are again. Here we are again. Now the PS5 has the edge. Right? Because, well, a lot of the first party games are running great and utilizing the console, right? And the feature set. So a lot of people are happy. Yeah, I'm not sitting here telling you every single thing is 4K 60, but at least you get that 60, whether it's dynamic or not, or upscaled or not. Doesn't matter. You're still getting that 60. And that's all that people want at the end of the day. Yes, people would want what's advertised on the box, 4K 60 or 4K 120, but at the same time, that's a hit or a miss, case by case basis, right? And going into the 4th year, what are we seeing happening right now? We're still waiting for something to show us what the Series X can do. Hellblade might be that game. Everybody in the Xbox community is saying Hellblade is going to be the savior. Stop putting pressure on one friggin' game. You don't learn your lesson from Starfield? You don't learn, don't you? You don't learn. No, you don't. Because what you guys like to do is put a lot of pressure just on one game. And it's not their fault that they're putting pressure on one game. It's Microsoft's fault because they don't know how to be wizards in the kitchen and be able to cook up something, get the right ingredients to make something delicious, to make something awesome. Right? You can cherry pick on your hand the games that utilized the Series X into some capacity. Right? Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Forza Horizon 5, Gears 5, right? Hivebusters, right? Flight Simulator. Am I right or am I wrong? Flight Simulator. Every Xbox fanboy. Oh, Flight Simulator. Oh, yeah. Right? But at the same time, the Series X is being more fully utilized for backwards compatibility. Right? Because a lot of people, you see a lot of people from time to time, I'm buying Series X because of backwards compatibility. because we had those droughts with Xbox where we didn't have any games. 21, we had games. 2020, we didn't have no games. 2022, we didn't have any first party stuff, right? 2023, well, yeah. We got Starfield. We got Redfall. We had, what was that game called again? High on Life. We had, what's that other game called again? That musical game. Shoot, I can't remember that musical game right now. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So you had all those things.
Brown_Makoto $1. Hi, Marlon. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Brown. Hope you live to see many, many more. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate you. God bless. Thank you so much. Geek the Sneak says, what's good? What's up, man? How you doing? Hit the like button and subscribe. We talking. So, happy birthday, man. So, you got all this situation happening, right? And at the same time, we're still waiting. A lot of the games, Microsoft is doing the same thing over again, right? They're having a head start on Sony with the PlayStation 6. The rumors are they're coming out with another Xbox console in 2026. Doesn't that raise an alarm? It's the same thing with the One X all over again. Series X not even being fully utilized. A lot of the games that are in development right now ain't coming on Series X. Blade, that ain't Series X. That's going to be on the next Xbox. Elder Scrolls 6, that's going to be on the next Xbox. Perfect Dark, what else? State of Decay 3, Gear 6, next freaking Xbox. Those games are at least 2-3 years out at this point. Y'all don't see the pattern. Y'all still don't get it, right? So fast forward. Let's get y'all up to speed now because y'all think this is a joke. Fast forward into where we at now. Oh, all we have gotten about the PS5 Pro is just rumors, right? Rumors. That's all we got. That's once again, just like the beginning of the generation. Once again, rumors, leaks. Rumors, leaks. Rumors, leaks. Nothing concrete. Now, TweakTown decided they're going to put up an article. And they're saying, based off of the specs. Well, the person, Kepler or whatever his name is, that person is very big in the PC community, basically talking about GPUs and blah, 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 news and NVIDIA, blah, 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 AMD, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I guess they changed their mind on or changed the information on the PS5 Pro in terms of specs. It's not going to have as many CUs or has many teraflops as the leak was saying before. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, based off of that, oh, yeah, it's RDNA 3. So based off of that, it's not going to run GTA 6 at 60 frames. Okay, bro. Okay. Oh, it's garbage. The Xbox, oh, it's trash. Oh, the PS5 Pro is, how is it trash? They haven't even fully revealed it yet. The specs ain't even concrete yet. How is it? Oh, GTA 6 is going to be running at 30 frames. Look at the Series X. Got a bunch of 30 FPS games, right? That's the world's most powerful. Y'all don't see that to talk about. Starfield 30 FPS, Redfall 30 FPS out the gate. Y'all don't see that to talk about. Makes zero sense to me. Y'all, ha. PS5 Pro is trash, right? Console ain't even exists. We don't even know about it yet. The only thing that we've been hearing from Tom Henderson that it exists. Developers got their hands on it. The AI upscaling technology from the Insomniac Games leak matches up with the upscaling technology that is supposed to be inside Wolverine. Okay, so there's some type of evidence that it exists. But y'all already saying it's trash, but the console don't even exist yet. The specs are not even concrete yet. Does that make any sense? But y'all sitting here talking about GTA 6. What you need to worry about is the next Xbox that's coming out or the Series X as of right now, can that run GTA? The world's most powerful, can that run GTA 6 at 60 frames at 4K? That's what y'all need to talk about. You already sitting here slaughtering this console and it ain't even out yet. It ain't even out yet. But y'all sitting there talking about, oh, it's going to run GTA at 4K 30. Yeah, dog, that's trash. Okay, all right, let's put this to bed before we get into the actual meat and potatoes of where this information is coming from. Okay, it's trash. All right. So let's put on our technical hats here. So technically speaking, if Rockstar Games developed GTA 6 for the PS5 Pro and it's targeting 4K 30, right? Okay, fine, 4K 30. It's going to be the same as the base PS5, right? Because according to this article, it's going to be neck on neck. What's the point of buying a PS5 Pro, right? At that point, hold on. Okay, so y'all running with the narrative because of this TweakTown article. It shows you how crazy this is. The TweakTown article is saying, oh yeah, base PS5 is going to be targeting 30 frames for GTA 6. PS5 Pro, with the leaks and the hardware that they're saying that it's going to be having, is going to be targeting 30 FPS as well. So what's the whole point of buying a PS5 Pro? Okay, let's listen to this. You honestly think that Sony is going to put out this PS5 Pro, right? Show you side-by-side comparison of GTA 6. Since that's the game y'all want to use, that game is not even out yet. We don't even know what it's going to run yet. The only thing that we have to go off of is what the heck Digital Foundry has been saying, okay? So, okay, 30 frames. Both base PS5. All right, so base PS5, 1440p 30. PS5 Pro, 4K 30. Okay. So even at that, right? Obviously, 4K is higher than 1440p. So higher resolution, and it's at 30 frames. But stick a pin right there. What's the point then, Marlon? Well, the point is the huge selling point, according to the Insomniac leak, right? The AI upscaling technology is supposed to boost the resolution and the FPS. So even if all I'm seeing is oh, trash. Okay, it's trash, right? But even if it's 4K 30, with this upscaling AI DLSS frame generation technology, even with that's going to be the selling point. Because remember, from the leak, from the Insomniac leak, it is stating and telling us, well, it's not possible on the base PS5. The upscaling technology is not possible on the base PS5 because God of War Ragnarok have that upscaling built-in technology into it to support that AI upscaling technology, but the base PS5 doesn't support that. So God of War Ragnarok cannot look better or cannot go at a higher resolution or a higher FPS because of that. But God of War Ragnarok still runs at 60, right? On PS5, right? Okay, so it's good to know that a base PS4 game have that embedded upscaling, technology in there to take advantage of something like a PS5 Pro, correct? So, so being that we learned that it's not possible on the base PS5, that is the selling point. So even though maybe because of GTA 6 being more of a CPU bound type of game, right? Because that's the target. Oh, it's GTA is CPU bound. It's CPU. It's a CPU intense game. Blah, 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 blah. Right? So based off of the CPU of the PS5 Pro, then it's going to be a bottleneck. Oh, you think I'm making this up? Oh, we're going to look at this. I'm not playing around. I'm being serious. So now it's a bottleneck. Oh, shoot. Oh, the PS5 Pro, it's going to choke. It's going to choke running GTA 6. Okay, bro. Okay. So if it's going to choke and have all these problems and issues running, because there's so much hate on this console, it's not even revealed yet. It's a failure and it's no point and this and that, right? You think Sony is stupid enough to... Sony's been doing... You must think that Sony is stupid. And Sony is brand new to this. Yes, I will agree that the PS5 Slim should never exist in the first. That system to me is just kind of like, what's the point, right? Keep the OG PS5 and give us the PS5 Pro. That's to me. I don't like the PS5 Slim. I don't like it. That's just my preference. I don't like it. It's cheaply made. The plates on it. That's just my opinion. I don't like it. OG PS5, the build quality to me is more solid. It's just like what they're doing now with these newer cars, right? They're doing all this turbo bull crap, you know, strapping on turbo, hybrid, iForce Max, all this bull crap. Nah, give me my regular combustion engine with no bells and whistles slapped onto it. I don't want no turbo slap onto my engine, because what happens when that turbo fails? You gotta freaking replace it. It's the same thing. The build quality on the PS5, the OG PS5, is better than the Slim. You don't need a book to tell you that. You can see it with your own two eyes. You can compare them. The one looks like it's made in China, that it's been distributed for a freaking dollar store, Dollar Tree, freaking Family Dollar looking freaking console, look like a toy, right? Versus the OG PS5, right? Facts, all facts. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all even said it yourselves. So I'm not trying to, oh, he's a Sony fanboy. I'm not trying to defend Sony. You see me call Sony out in a professional way. Sony, what are you doing? Right? So I'm not sitting here saying Sony is perfect, but I'm trying to use a main prime example to show you what I'm talking about. Transform into the PS5 Pro. Oh, it's garbage. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. But when Sony comes out, when Mark Cerny comes out with the Road to PS5 Part 2, because they're going to go into depth on the design aspect and, you know, the architecture for the PS5 Pro versus the base PS5. All right. Now, let's take a look here, because y'all think this is a game. So let's take a look here. So specs wise, what we're hearing about the PS5 Pro, the leaked specs, AI tech for upscaling. That is Sony's own proprietary in-house DLSS upscaling technology, frame generation, whatever you want to call it, type of technology, right? Supposed to be giving us gains of up to 50% in terms of performance. Okay? When it comes to the games, higher resolution, higher FPS over the base PS5. RDNA 3 in terms of the architecture for the GPU. The CPU is up to 4.4 gigahertz clock speed on the actual CPU. 60 CUs. 70, wait for it, 70% faster than the base PS5. 2 times the ray tracing capabilities. 2 times. Not 1, 2 times. And it's slated for 2024. Some people say that this is going to be a game changer for consoles. I think it's a game changer because for a company to have its own in-house for a console manufacturer, we're not talking about AMD's Fidelity FX super resolution technology. No, we're talking about Sony's in-house, which we talked about the sauce yesterday, because y'all think this is a joke. So we talk about the sauce, the Big Mac sauce. This is Sony's own Big Mac sauce that they're going to use, according to the patents, according to the Insomniac leak and all this type of stuff, things that is giving us evidence that this thing is real. This AI upscaling tech is real, built in-house with Mark Cerny and the team. That is going to be a game changer. That is going to be the first console manufacturer to have something like that without using NVIDIA or AMD. Well, AMD is the ones that are fueling these consoles in terms of the chips, right? So they're not using AMD. They're using their own in-house stuff. That's a game changer, not just for their first-party games, but also third party, first party and third party and second party. That to me is a game changer. So even if GTA 6 is advertised at 30 frames per second, okay, at 4K with ray tracing and all those things, with this upscaling technology, that's going to change the game. Hee hee ha ha ha. Laugh all you want, right? People are going to look at that and be like, wow, holy freaking cow. So 4K 30 with ray tracing, and then god dang, wow, now it's 4K 120 or 4K 90 or whatever, right? Or 4K 144 or whatever the case may be with this upscaling technology. These companies are not stupid. These companies are designed for our pocketbooks. You honestly think Sony is going to come out with a PS5 Pro and then it's still on par with the base PS5? You're crazy to believe that. There's going to be a reason for you to buy the PS5 Pro. Obviously for more performance. I told you guys this already. I try to train my community in the right direction only for a reason. The only reason is if you want better performance than what you currently have right now. It's for the elite. It's for that hardcore gamer that wants extra frames, extra resolution, you know, more ray tracing, all the bells and whistles. They want the extra icing in on that cake that they've been having for 3+ years. They want more icing in on that cake. That's all the PS5 Pro is. More icing in. Marlon, is that icing in bad? No, having more icing on your cake, that does not mean that it's bad. It's a good thing if you see the gains. Shout outs to my man that I met 3 years ago. Shout outs to Tidux. And it's funny because this is all you see on Twitter. That's why I stay off of freaking Twitter. Thank you so much, Brandon Miner, for becoming a member. Welcome. So that is, we need 125 more members to go to hit our goal. Brandon Miner, sorry. Make sure you go to the community tab where you'll find access to all our perks. Add me on PlayStation and Xbox. I'll try to add you back as soon as I can. Enjoy your emotes. Big things coming up for members. Thank you so much for being a member. All right, enough with that. Let's go ahead and let's dig into this. Shout outs to my man Tidux, right? Because this is all you see on Twitter. PS5 Pro is trending right now. Shout outs to Tidux. He said, so let me get this straight. Xbots think the PS5 Pro will have a hard time hitting 60 FPS in GTA 6. Perhaps you should question how your own console will run it. Oh my God. Listen, man, I'm not a sweets type of guy. But anybody who love cake will understand that there's nothing wrong with more icing, especially if you love cake with icing on it. Some people don't like icing, and I understand that. And that will explain the situation that we have right now with the base PS5, right? Just a bland piece of cake you're eating, you know, with just a little bit of icing on there versus the PS5 Pro with all the icing that you can want, whatever want on a cake. You know what I'm saying? You got your cherry on top. You got your whipped cream, whatever you want. You know, you got some sprinkles on there of whatever you want, almond, whatever you want. Sprinkle on top of there. All the strawberries, all the bells and whistles on your cake. That's what the PS5 Pro is, right? You're going from a Camry to a Lexus. That's all you're doing. A lot of you car dudes know what I'm talking about. You're literally going from a Camry to a Lexus. That's it. Or from Toyota to a Lexus. The PS5 is the Toyota. All right? You get what you get. You still get the reliability. You still get all the goodness of Toyota. But you go over to the Lexus side and it's overbuilt. And it's you know, more horsepower and it's more fine-tuned, and you know what I'm saying? You get all the bells, all the luxury, the heated and cool seats in the back. You see what I'm saying? You get the heated steering wheel, and you get all the bells, the double sunroof, which even though you can get that on the Camry, I'm just saying, you get more luxury for the money. Lexus ain't for everybody. And instead of regular unleaded gas, well, now you got to go up to the big boy premium gas, right? Now you got to put premium gas. Same thing with the PS5 Pro and the base PS5. You see what I'm saying? Now you got to spend more money to get those luxurious features. You know, you want double the ray tracing. You want double the storage. You want 70 times faster, right? You want all these bells and whistles. You got to pay for it. It ain't cheap. Technology ain't cheap. Same thing with these cars. See what I'm saying? Right. Oh, yeah. I don't like Chevy. But here you go buying a freaking Cadillac. Same freaking thing, bro. Same thing. It's the same thing. Right? Because GM makes Cadillac. They make Chevy. Same company. But if you want luxury, that's what it's going to cost more than the base Chevy stuff. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? You have your base Honda, right? Your little putt rice burner Honda, your little Honda Civic or your little Honda Accord, right? But nah. You want an Acura now. Yeah, you want to step up to the big boys. You want to be at the upper echelon. Well, now you got to fork out that extra money for that Acura, baby. The Acura don't come cheap. Oh, yeah. All those features, bells and whistles. And you want to ride around looking like a big shot. It's going to cost you. Same thing with the PS5 Pro. Am I saying, do you need all that? No, you don't. You're just fine with the base PS5. A lot of you dudes are not going to buy the PS5 Pro, and that's okay. You don't need all those bells and whistles and all those features. You don't. It's not going to make or break your experience, but it's there for those elites. It's there for those top of the line, you know, upper echelon PlayStation fan base. You know, the PlayStation fan base is just split up. Every fan base is split up in different categories and pieces. You got the casual, you got the hardcore, and you got the elitists. I call them the elitists, the people that goes over and beyond. They want everything. Anything that Sony puts out, they just like Apple. They want to buy every single thing, the watch, the phone. Every single, the VR headset, the overpriced, you know, AirPods, the big old headphone AirPods. You want everything. Expensive pencil, expensive, you know, watch. You want everything. MacBook Air, MacBook Pro. You want every freaking thing. I'm just saying. You don't have to go full bore. You don't have to. That's what the PS5 Pro is. You don't have to go full bore. Now, so the Xbox fan base is running with this article. Obviously, we have no authentic. All of us is in the matrix right now. Me, all of us. We all in the dark. We don't know nothing about the PS5 Pro officially. We don't have concrete specs. All we're going off of is what Tom Henderson told us. All we're going off of is what we are told by rumors. But they're basing this off of and running with what TweakTown is saying. Okay. All right, let's pull up the article. Lord help us. Let's pull it up. I don't have time for this. Let's do this. So this is what they're running with. Listen to this. This is what is all over Twitter right now. Y'all think I'm joking? I'm not joking. If GTA 6 runs at 30 FPS on PS5, it could run at 30 FPS on PS5 Pro 2. Not joking. I'm not joking. So they're running with this and they're saying, well, TweakTown is saying, well, GTA 6 is running at 30 FPS on PS5 and it's going to run at 30 FPS on PS5 Pro 2. So what's the point of the PS5 Pro? And you're laughing and making fun of this stuff without no concrete evidence. That is insane to me. Insane to me. Right? This makes zero sense for them to sit there and run with this article. But no, if the PlayStation fan base does this, oh, you wouldn't hear the end of it. You wouldn't hear the end of it. If this was Microsoft coming out with a Series X Pro and this article was about Xbox and the PlayStation fan base was running with this on Twitter, you would not hear the end of it. Oh, man, PlayStation fanboys. Oh, this, that. No concrete evidence. But you're already throwing out, you already discarding the system already without no concrete evidence. Oh, I'm not buying the PS5 Pro. How are you not going to buy something based off of rumors and freaking specs that probably off, right? Probably off, completely off comparing to what the authentic thing is when Sony reveals it. Makes zero sense to me. Oh my God, have mercy. Report indicates that the PS5 Pro could have up to 28 teraflops. I don't believe it. I don't believe a darn thing. I learned my lesson from the PS5 generation. I don't believe nothing about no T-flops until I see it from Sony, because whatever. 28 teraflops of power and a beefier RDNA 3 GPU, but the new HW may not run GTA 6. So the new hardware may not run GTA 6 in 60 FPS if base PS5 hits 30 frames. This is what they're running with and saying, oh, garbage freaking PS5 Pro, garbage, with no actual evidence, no nothing. This is what they're running by. So Sony has not officially confirmed they are even working on the PS5 Pro. You see this sentence right here? Officially not confirmed that they're even working on a Pro, but we're automatically running with this and making a big old deal. And all this is just rumors. Look at this. Unverified sources, rumors, speculation, all of this stuff, right? But this is what we're running with. Makes zero sense. Come on, man. I don't understand. I don't understand this. This makes zero sense to me. We're running with this TweakTown article and making it sound like it's gospel. It is not gospel. No proof. There is no freaking proof. No proof. But you already discounting the freaking console. Oh, garbage. I ain't buying that. If it's going to run. Dog, wait for them to show the stuff. Wait for them to show the stuff officially before you say you're not going to buy the console. Does that make any sense? Please, somebody help. Does that make any sense? I can't. I'm wasting my time here. I'm really wasting my freaking time. Right? Listen to this. If the leaked PS5 Pro specs are anything to go by, then Sony's new mid-generation refresh should be a hefty upgrade over the original PS5. Reports suggest that the PS5 Pro custom 5nm Viola system on chip could leverage an RDNA 3 GPU, 60 CUs, that is 67% more than the base PS5. Are y'all listening? And 3840 streams processors, the same amount of stream processors found in the AMD's desktop grade RX 7800 XT cards that just came out in September, October of last year, when the 7800 and the 7700 cards came out. The new RDNA 3 $500 cards came out, right? $500. Another one was like $400, something like that, or $450. The other one was $500, something like that. You guys know the 7800 cards from AMD that just came out, which is RDNA 3, blah, blah, blah. It's based on that, pertaining to the freaking specs. Are y'all following? Okay, let's get this done, man. I got time for bullcrap. The PS5 Pro may not receive a big CPU upgrade if the leaks are accurate. So this is what the fan base is running around. All I see is screenshots all over Twitter. Oh, see, yeah, dog, the CPU ain't a big upgrade over the PS5. Yeah, dog, so it's going to choke. It's going to choke, dog. Automatically, we engineers. Automatically, we Mark Cerny. We know how to code and we know how to engineer a console. We don't even know how to do any of that. But we act like we're engineers. We're doing the same thing that we were doing 3+ years ago. We act like we're engineers and understand how to program a freaking console. You don't know a darn freaking thing. Stop acting like you're Mark Cerny when you're not. You stop acting like you're Jason Ronald when you're not. You're not Jason Ronald. Okay, the chief engineer behind the Series X. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not Mark Cerny. So now we're getting so choked up in numbers again. You see the pattern? You see where I'm going with this? Now we're sitting here getting choked up in numbers and making speculations. Oh, it's going to be CPU bound. Oh, GTA 6 CPU bound. It's going to be choking. It's going to be choking, dog. Stop. Stop this. Stop it now. You don't learn from the almighty Series X. Stop. It makes no sense. We're doing, the whole point of this stream is to echo this thing out again. Why are we doing this again? You didn't learn your lesson with the Series X, beefing up, hyping up Series X. Oh, the world's most powerful freaking console. You don't learn your lesson from that? And we still getting games running at 30 frames. Still don't even see the fullest potential of the Series X. Series X owners are pissed off, like me and a lot of other Xbox owners. Pissed off because the system ain't fully utilized. But now you want to discount a console that it is. We don't even know if it's even in existence. I can't with y'all, man. Y'all got to stop this nonsense. Okay, so they're saying that PS5 Pro may not receive a big CPU upgrade if the leaks are accurate, but the info suggests that the PS5 Pro will feature a 8-core, 16-thread Zen 2 CPU with variable frequency up to 4.4 gigahertz and an increase of 27% on the CPU frequency over the original PS5. Because of this comparatively similar upgrade, it's believed that the games are likely to be CPU heavy, like GTA 6, could deliver similar frame rates as the base PS5. We don't know that to be true. We don't know that to be true. This is what they're running with. Are y'all following? I'm so sick of this bull crap in the gaming community. I'm so sick of this. We're running with that. Oh, it's going to choke. It's going to choke. GTA 6 can't run on there. How are you going to base this off of speculation and rumors that the PS5 Pro cannot run it at 60 frames? Can't, man. This makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense. And once again, Microsoft is going to have the advantage on Sony with a much more powerful freaking console. The next console, the next Xbox console that is coming out in, what's it, 2026 is going to be more powerful than the PS5 Pro. So we're going to see how much beneficial that's going to be for us when it comes to games like GTA 6. We're going to see. We're going to see once again, is the PS5 Pro going to have the advantage being weaker, being RDNA 3 base versus RDNA 5 by then? Oh, we'll see. Only time will tell. But we're just running with all of this and just making it seem like, oh, well, yeah, it's already a failure. How is it a failure? You haven't seen real world numbers yet. You haven't even seen the hardware yet. You haven't seen a darn thing yet. And you're making the assumption that, oh, not buying it. I can't, man. I seriously cannot. But you know what's going to be funny to me? Watch when GTA 6 come out. And then they say, oh, it's running at native 4K 60 on PS5 Pro. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be funny if that's the case. I'm going to laugh so freaking hard because it's going to be the same thing again. I'm going to laugh. If that's the case, I'm not saying it will happen. Let me clarify that right now. I'm not saying that it is a definite thing that it's going to run at 4K 60, but I am just saying, hypothetically speaking, if it does run at 4K 60 natively, I'm going to laugh hard because it's the same thing with the Series X right now. How they were, you know, oh yeah, Series X, right? Series X this, Series X that. And yet still the console cannot run games at 4K 60 on a wider scale in terms of first party, right? Starfield, 30 frames. Redfall, 30 frames. A lot of these third-party games, 30 frames, right? You expect that, okay, PS5, all right, I can see PS5 running at 30 frames with certain third-party games like Gotham Knights. If Gotham Knights ran on PS5 at 30 frames. Don't you think that it should have ran at 60 frames on Series X? No. No. So again, I can't. I can't. I don't have this strength today for this bull crap. I can't. Right? What's the whole power talk for? What's the whole? No, somebody help. Somebody super chat me with a sensible question or to tackle what I'm saying. Come on. Don't you supposed to see the extra performance gains with a lot of these third-party games running at 30 frames on both consoles? Don't you supposed to see the gains? Man, get out of here, man. All of this power talk, you notice, you don't see that power talk no more. You don't hear them pushing that power talk. Now they're stirring up mess and stirring up the fire when it comes to this PS5 Pro situation because, oh yeah, PS5 Pro this, PS5 Pro that, right? With no concrete, power your dreams, they said, in the beginning of this generation, right? You're supposed to see the gains. Where are the gains? Okay, well, look at it. Gotham Knights, 30 frames. Plague Tale Requiem, 30 freaking frames. Starfield, 30 frames. Redfall, 30 frames. Where are the gains? Where are the gains? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. You talk about all these power. 12 teraflops, power. Where are the gains over the PS5? The Series X should be outshining the PS5 where the PS5 fail at when it comes to 30 frames per second on third-party games. It should be excelling in those areas. A lot of these games that we have gotten last year and the year before, third-party wise, that's running at 30 frames per second, Series X should have been way ahead, leaps and bounds ahead. Am I right or am I wrong? Yeah, but you're talking about PS5 Pro. You're talking about PS5 Pro this, PS5 Pro that. But the console ain't even out yet. Give Sony a chance to come out with the console before you cast your judgment. Before you say you're not going to buy it. People could have easily said, Series X launched with 0 games. People could have easily said, I ain't buying it because it ain't got no games. I ain't buying it. It's powerful, just like the analogy that I gave y'all. Oh, you're going to go buy 1,000 horsepower Hellcat. What the heck are you buying 1,000 freaking horsepower Hellcat for if you ain't going to drive it and take it to the drag or go street race or whatever the heck you want to do and fully utilize that freaking car. Push it to the limit. Go 220. You know what I mean? Take it to an airstrip or something, you know, whatever the case what you want to do and push it to 220. Push it to the limit. That's when you fully utilize your freaking money. You're spending $100,000 on a Hellcat and you ain't even racing it. You ain't even doing nothing. You're just driving on the weekend. Yeah. Hey, shawty, what's up, shawty? Yeah. You just cruising around freaking town. Get out of here. Listen, bro. Listen, man. We gotta stop that. You just baby in the car around town. Showing off because you want to be big bad. You want to be loud. I'm big dog. Right? Nobody cares. You making a whole bunch of noise. You driving down the street. You making a whole bunch of noise. Waking up everybody. Everybody sleep. Waking up the whole neighborhood. Waking up the whole block. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to show off. Oh, I'm big bad. Oh, yeah. I'm big dog. You know what I'm saying? You beating the block. You know, loud freaking exhaust coming down. Supercharger. And you only going about 10 miles an hour. You're only going not even 20, 30 miles an hour. Makes 0 sense. And you not utilizing all that. So what's the point? What's all that point? Oh, what's all that rah-rah? Big dog. Hoo, hoo, big dog. Hoo. What's all that about? Makes 0 sense. I'd rather invest my time and money into something, right, that I know I'm going to utilize. Why waste time? Why waste money on something you ain't going to utilize, right? And then all you doing is just hyping everything up. Oh, yeah, dog, yeah, Hellcat, yeah, yeah. Until they steal it. Then you're like, oh, now you start crying, right? Makes 0 sense. Because you got to know exactly what you're investing your money into and what you're going to get out of it. Just like with the Series X, I felt like I wasted my money until recently I was like, well, okay. Hellblade, I keep reminding myself, don't sell your Xbox. Hellblade is coming out. This is coming out. That's coming out. So hold on to your Xbox, right? Don't sell it. That's what I'm saying. You buy that freaking Hellcat 3 years ago, and then you sit back and you think, man, was that a smart investment? Because you know they ain't no roads for you to drive it on. You can't even push the car. So what's the point? You see what I'm saying? 0 freaking sense. 0 sense. Now you got to end up selling it now because, well, you can't use it. You can't really use it to its fullest extent. So now you got to sell it now. Yo, shout outs to YJ99 for the $5. Lazy developers, including Microsoft owned devs. Listen, it makes 0 sense, right? Because we're at the mercy of these developers, right? And if they don't fully utilize the hardware, then it's kind of like, well, hey, I mean, case by case basis. Some things you're going to get good. Some things you're just going to get bad. That's just the way life is. That's just the way it is. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. But come on, man. Like, I want Microsoft to get to that point where they're like Nintendo, where they can fully utilize these hardwares to their fullest potential. That's what I want the most. I don't care about nothing else. That's what matters to me the most. That's what matters to me the most. I want to see the hardware being fully utilized and pushed to its limits. That's what I want. Now we're hearing, oh, they're coming out with a faster console, a more powerful console. You see what I'm saying? Literally, make the Series X look like a joke. Literally, this next Xbox with all the specs and everything now that's been leaked literally puts the Series X to shame. And we still can't even see what the Series X can do. And 2 years later, oh no, are we going to see the fullest potential of the Series X between now and 2026? Maybe, maybe not. I hope so. I really hope so. And the PS5 Pro, we already know, just like with the PS4 Pro, you already know Sony, you know how they are. Right? They're gonna push the Sony developers. You know how they get down. They're gonna push that console, and you're gonna see visuals and performance gains that you have never seen before. I am telling you guys, you know the wizardry that happens at Sony. You know when they cook, they cook. I am telling you, if this console exists, ladies and gentlemen, if this console exists, in my closing, and then we're going to get to Q&A. If this console exists, can you imagine what Sony developers are going to be able to do with a much more powerful hardware than the PS5? You're joking. You're joking. You're going to be blown away by what you're going to see. Naughty Dog, when Naughty Dog gets to cooking, oh, they cooking, right? When Santa Monica gets cooking, oh, they cooking. Remember, ain't no more freaking bullcrap PS4 are going to be holding them back. Ain't going to be no more bullcrap PS4 now. It's full bore PS5 and PS5 Pro. So you're going to see some gains and you're going to see some graphics and gameplay that you have never seen before, right? Because we have seen what these developers can do with lower powered hardware like PS4. So bullcrap PS4 ain't holding back these developments of these newer IPs that are currently in development. So if Sony developers have more powerful hardware, I can just imagine what they're going to achieve. Am I lagging? Let me know if I'm lagging, guys. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button, get the likes up, subscribe. So I can just imagine what Sony developers, now to credit to Microsoft is just now getting it together. Because, like I said, Hellblade looks amazing. Hellblade 2 looks wow. Wow. I've been an advocate for that particular franchise. And what did I tell you guys? I said, listen, when you look at Hellblade 2, from the very first time we saw the game when it was revealed at the VGAs, when they showed that teaser trailer, and then the year after, about almost 2 years later, they showed us gameplay. And when I saw it, I was like, wow. I said, that's gameplay? I was one of the first one to be like, man, congratulations, Microsoft. You really starting to dial in now. And you're really starting to see the potential of what Microsoft is capable. Look at Blade, the potential of Blade, right? The potential of Fable, the potential of Everwild, Avowed. Well, Avowed needs work. Okay, let's call it for what it is. A lot of Xbox fans can agree. Avowed needs freaking work. State of Decay 3, Unreal Engine 5. I can just imagine, right? There's a lot of things that are in the oven right now for Xbox. And all I can do is hope that they fully, before they switch over to a new hardware, new architecture with the next Xbox, the only thing I can hope for Microsoft's sake is that they fully utilize the Series X, because your fan base is out here looking crazy and they're making fun of a console that is not even in existence yet. We don't have hardcore evidence of it being out anywhere in the wild, anywhere. The only thing that we are going off of is hearsay. Once again, like 3+ years ago, hearsay. Listen, man. We're going to go into the Q&A portion of the show right now. If you have any questions, any concerns, make sure you hit the like button if you do enjoy the show today. What do you guys think about the PS5 Pro? Do you guys think that the PS5 Pro is trash? No, I'm going to ask the fan base this. Make sure you hit the like button for me. Come with your super chats if you have any super reliable statement or question that you may have that is above the rest. Feel free to do that to support our show, or feel free to become a member with your questions. So let me ask you guys this. Let's follow the trend right now. Do you think the PS5 Pro is trash? Because that's what they're saying right now. It's trash. There's no point. This console is stupid because it's going to run GTA 6 at 30 frames, just the same as the base PS5. So do you think that the PS5 Pro is trash? I don't even know why am I even asking y'all, but this is how stupid this sounds, right? People, oh, it's trash. It's pointless. It's stupid. It's going to be a failure. Y'all think that y'all really think that it's going to be a failure? They haven't even announced it yet. They haven't even showed us real world numbers, comparisons between base PS5 and PS5 Pro. We don't have nothing to go off of, but we're saying it's trash. Lord help us. All right. Marty Marr, thank you for the $10. Appreciate that. Says, sorry I haven't been on here. Says, but after this moment, glad I came. I'm not entertaining this nonsense. Let Rockstar cook, and Happy New Year, Marlon. My man, thank you so much for that awesome super chat. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. Exactly. Gaming and reactions. Gaming and exactly. Right? How can you say a console is trash? How can you say it's pointless? But you're going off of leaks, rumors, hearsay. We all going off of that, but we're not sitting here, oh, we're not buying it. We're not saying that we're not buying it based off of rumors and speculation. We need the hardcore evidence of this console even in existence. In the first place, we need real world numbers to go off of before we can discount the system and, oh yeah, Marlon, that's trash. How is it trash? I can't. I can't. But if the shoe was on the other foot, right, and Microsoft was coming out with a mid-generation console and the PlayStation fan base was doing this, oh, you wouldn't hear the end of it. You would not hear the end of it, because here comes the attack. You would not hear the end of it, right? Oh, PlayStation fan base this. Oh, you wouldn't hear the end of it, right? If the PlayStation fan base was doing it, you wouldn't hear the end of it. But nah, it's because it's because it's not their console, right? So it's like now it's all of a sudden, oh, it's garbage and it's no point. Right? But what's the point of Microsoft even coming out with a next generation console for? What's the whole point? Why not do a mid-generation refresh? Oh, I'm sorry. The Series X is a mid-generation refresh. The Series X is basically a mid-generation refresh coming from Microsoft. It's basically a mid-generation refresh. It is not the main console. This console right under our nose was a mid-generation refresh console to begin with. I'm done. I can't. I seriously cannot. I can't. M, what's up? How you doing? Let's get it popping. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the share button. And you know what's funny? Watch when the PS5 Pro gets announced and Sony shows us real world performance gains, real world numbers and things of that nature. And those same people that are saying it's trash and it's pointless and it's stupid because it's going to be on the same performance of a base PS5, guess what? They gonna buy it. They gonna buy it. They're the same ones who are saying that it's trash. They're gonna buy it. Facts. They're gonna buy it. A lot of these dudes that are saying all this, they're gonna buy it. All facts. All facts. He said, Amos has been watching me since 2020. Thank you so much for the love. All facts. A lot of these, oh yeah, dog, I'm not buying that garbage. It makes no sense. But you're still gonna buy the PS5 Pro once Sony announces it. You're going to get excited just like everybody else. And then you're going to be like, yeah, I said all that trash about it. Oh, it's not worth it because of what TweakTown was saying. And then now all of a sudden now, oh, I'm buying it. Boy. Too many fake gamers in the industry, bro. I can't. I don't have time for this, man. It's just, wow. Freaking joke, bro. Freaking joke. We're in the Q&A, guys. If you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to fire away. Tag me at Marlon Gaming Nation with your questions. Super chats are welcome. If you have any super question that can help out our community, any super opinions that you may have, that will help out our community. But it's just, it says I'm getting 100% getting the PS5 Pro. Exactly. You're going to buy the PS5 Pro. You know, maybe you have your reasons on why you're buying it. These people, man, make me laugh. Oh, it's trash. Oh, it's trash. Yeah, but it's not even announced yet. It's not even revealed yet. I don't know. He says, I need to see what I'm getting first. Exactly. You need to see the real world performance gains. You need to see what you're getting yourself into before you cast your stones and say, oh, it's trash, or oh, there's no point. But to base it off of just rumors and just, we're doing the same thing that we did 3+ years ago. Makes zero sense to me. Come with your questions, guys. Any concerns? Hit the like button for me, guys. Hit the like button. If you did enjoy the main part of the show, we're in the Q&A portion right now. Says, I'll sell my PS and put that towards your regular PS5 and put that towards a PS5 Pro. Okay, got you. Says Sony devs are not the same. They canceled factions and give us remake instead. Well, you know the reason why that happened, right? You know exactly the reason why. Because Sony's push for live service. That's exactly the reason why it happened. You don't act like you don't know. Man, I can't wait. They're saying that the PS5 Pro could get revealed next week, which I probably don't think it's going to get revealed. It's probably going to be later this year. You know what I mean? When they reveal it. Oh, just wait until the PS5 Pro gets revealed. Oh, just wait. He says, you already know thousands of YouTubers will be getting it and reviewing it. Exactly. PS5 versus PS5 Pro. It's coming. Oh, you already know. Oh, they gonna milk it. They gonna milk it. You already know, bro. Act like you know. Act like you know. Rumors just distracting. He says about the biggest moments for PS5 Pro and GTA 6 is gonna kill. This is that year. He said, here comes the damage control. He says PS can't make multiplayer. Oh Lord, what does multiplayer have to do with this conversation? I can't. He said just because you have a roadmap doesn't mean the destination is good. My man. My man. Sony says you want games, you got to sign up for the service. There you go. Hey, man. What to do? What to do? What to freaking do? He says, especially if the design is crazy, people will buy. Of course. Of course, but it's going to sell. Brandon Johnson, thank you so much for the love. Of course it's going to sell, bro. It's going to sell, man. You guys already know the vibes. It's going to sell. Like, I don't know why we're acting like we don't know it's not going to sell. It's going to sell. People that said they're not going to buy it is going to buy it. If Sony, I can bet, if Sony make that announcement, not if, they will make the announcement, PS5 Pro GTA 6 bundle. And those of you who said that you wasn't going to buy it, you're going to buy it. You're going to rush out to go buy it. You're going to rush out to go buy it. Period. End of story. You see what I'm saying? Period. End of story. He said, come on, y'all. He says, talking about PS5 like you know it's great, though. It's excuses PS problems and not just justified, bro. Y'all selling GTA and not PS games for Pro. That's... Says, I never know a console can make a multiplayer. Who needs developers? It says all the best-selling games is what multiplayer, must-played multiplayer. Why you think Sony in court for the FTC trying to block the ABK deal? Let's see. It's gonna sell like hotcakes, bro. When they drop that PS5 Pro, it's going to sell, bro. It's going to sell. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I said, Marlon, so you don't think this system will be expensive? Oh, it's going to be expensive. Is anybody, listen, everybody already knows. Oh, it's going to be an expensive console. It's getting, I think it's going to be probably $599 on the higher end, but we'll see. He says the GTA PS5 Pro panels will sell. Oh, anything with GTA on it's gonna sell, bro. You already know the vibes on that. Anything GTA is gonna sell. Period. End of story. He says, is Evil West Xbox 30 of his don't no HER? What are you talking about, Heatwave? He says, I will literally get a job to buy the PS5 Pro. Hey, I feel you. Marlon, social media can't wait for PS5 Pro. They just don't anyone buy it because they're false information. It's crazy. Marty Mar says PS5 Pro will be the last system buy, and I can't wait for the system looks like with games. Yeah, I know. Come out this year. I can't wait. I know. A lot of these people that are saying whatever they're saying, they're gonna buy it. They're literally gonna buy it. That's the crazy part. Says, I believe GTA 6 won't be 60 FPS. We'll see, man. We'll see. We're like 2 years out. We'll see. We will see. We will see. That's the crazy part. We will see. Any more questions, any more concerns, feel free to fire away. Make sure you guys subscribe. Get the likes up. Let's see if we can get over 200 likes on the show. I know we could do it. says save your money. PS has been disappointed. Hey man, if PlayStation has been a disappointment for you, then sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Said Marlon, what is the release date for Xbox games this year? Do we have a release date for Stalker 2? I don't even know when Hellblade. We don't know when Hellblade 2 is coming out. Apparently the rumor is that Microsoft is gonna have another Xbox Developer Direct, and they're gonna shadow drop something. So I don't know what that is gonna be. I don't know what that's gonna be. Don't know what that's gonna be. No. Nope, not at all. You said I'm going to wait to buy Spider-Man 2 until I get the Pro. Okay. Smart move. Smart move. Smart move. It says, yup, and Sony can't do a showcase, no games, or they're going to do another third-party show. George, the idea here is that they have a lot of games in development that they've been sitting on for a while. So the only thing that we could do is hope and pray that they show off a lot of those games at the next PS5 showcase or the next event that they have. It says them Xbox games got released sometimes. It says you just can't name a year for Sony made game. What the F is we doing here? Oh yeah, for sure. Hero Zone, thank you for the hype train, bro. Says, hey Marlon, sorry I couldn't catch your stream yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday. I'm officially 30 years old. I'm blessed to be alive and gaming. My man, Hero, God bless, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, man. Hope all is well. Happy birthday, man. Happy to hear that, bro. Yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat. It definitely does help out our show so that we can continue to do what we do here for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys, man. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the support. Yes, sir. We out here. Thank you so much for the support. Yes, sir. Happy birthday, man. A lot of people having their birthdays this month. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're saving everything for PS5 Pro. We'll see, man. We'll see. We will see what happens. We will see what happens, man. I don't know if it's gonna happen next week or Q2 or Q3 or Q4 this year. I mean, we will see. If the PS5 Pro is real, then it will get revealed this year. But who knows? Maybe Sony might shift it to next year. You know, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But yeah, man, that's a blessing to live to see 30 years, man. That's a blessing. That's awesome, dude. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, man. All God's blessings, man. Appreciate you, Hero Zone. God bless, bro. Yes, sir. No, you know what, man? Honestly do think at this point in time, a lot of people are just waiting for announcements before they do anything. You know, those of you who don't have a PS5 console, I think a lot of y'all are just waiting in the balance right now. You're just waiting in the balance to see if Sony is going to do the PS5 Pro or not. I think that's where it is right now. And like I mean, you should be. You know what I mean? If you want the best of the best in terms of performance when it comes to what Sony has to offer. He said if the Pro comes out, he says, I have to get 2. My girlfriend don't share. Oh, man. Okay. Well, in that case, you're probably going to have to get 2. He says, bro, why is Sony doing a PS5 Pro when at some point Sony will have to have their game anywhere they can since their games cost so much to make? Well, the problem is, right, is that a lot of third-party games, it ain't even just, I feel like, this is my opinion on the whole thing. I feel like Sony can go through this entire generation with just the base PS5. But you have to look at second and third-party games struggling at 30 frames per second, right? Unreal Engine 5 base games, these games are getting more and more advanced and things of that nature, and a lot of them are running at 30 frames, right? I mean, I'm sick and tired of it. So if the PS5, the only way I see the PS5 Pro making sense is the tech behind the PS5 Pro, which is the upscale in technology, which is supposed to give us way more performance than what we're getting currently right now. That's the only way I could see it actually making sense, is the tech behind of it, the upscaling technology behind it. That's a game changer. But we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. It says, will the PS5 Pro be more powerful than I mean, yeah, because it's from the specs. If you look at the specs of the Series X and look at the specs of the Series X, most definitely. RDNA 3 versus RDNA 2, more teraflops, they're saying, faster RAM, advanced ray tracing, blah, blah, blah. I mean, look at the specs, you know. It said, what do you think of the Xbox Series S? Xbox Series S is an entryway to get into the to next generation. It's on the value box, if you may. It's a value box. It's the, you know, getting your feet wet in terms of next generation console gaming. Now, granted, you can pay a little bit more and get a PS5 digital, right, for $399. But hey, I'm just saying, like, you know, it's for $300. You know, you get what you get. And it's if you're a casual gamer and you don't necessarily care about frames and care about playing stuff at higher resolution, then the Series S is for you. Look at the studios. They have take a nap. Huh. Oh, man. You talking about Sony Studios or you talking about Microsoft? It says CES might show PS5 Pro with brand new TV and new car. We'll see. That's the talk right now, but you just never know, man. I still don't believe they're probably going to even talk about it. I mean, if they do, they're probably just going to show the logo and then that's going to be that. But you never know, guys. You never know. You never know. You never know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, but you never know. You never know. You never know. You said, bro, all these Sony ponies might not want to hear this, bro, but Sony at some point will need to do Game Pass, but for PS5 Pro, or you said for PS5, bro, man, listen, bro. Sony can't, when you say do Game Pass, are you saying like day and date with the games? Because if it's day and date, they can't do that. They just no way. It's not going to be profitable for them. So there's no way. I mean, yeah, they some of the games right now, they're not even seeing a return on investment, but still, they said that does not work for them, and they tried that and they're seeing huge losses on that. So they can't do what Microsoft do. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. Make sure you turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have here. Appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. Hit that like button for me. Share the stream. Yes, sir. They can't do it. They can't. They can't. Microsoft has the bag for it. Sony does not. You know what I'm saying? Sony does not. Sony cannot afford to do day and date. They can't. So streaming games is nowhere near as good as playing natively. There you go. There you go. Facts. Facts. Which you can download your games. You can download your games if you have Game Pass or if you have PlayStation Plus. You do have the luxury to stream or to download your games. So you do have options. You know what I'm saying? You do have options. He said, what is the L box saying now? They're saying that the PS5 Pro is pointless. It don't make sense. It's trash. There's no point because it's going to perform the same at 30 frames, just like the base PS5, because they're going with this TweakTown article. And if the specs are anything to go off of, there's no point. It's trash. It's no point. And it's like, bro, they haven't even announced the system yet. So how is it trash? How is it pointless when they haven't even announced official numbers yet? I don't know, man. I don't get it. It says, don't nobody want to play them old games in Game Pass. Stop the cap. We want new IPs. Well, you know what, man? What I've realized is that a lot of people don't necessarily care about old games. They don't. Some people don't care about old games. A lot of people just care about the new stuff, right? And maybe that's why Jim Ryan was like, yeah, nobody cares about old games. When in reality, a lot of you guys want old games. Hey, Ba, what's up, man? It says, hello, Marlon. Hello, MGN family. Go, it says, go, go, go. It's my birthday. Yay. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see. It says, I prefer older games for the most part. Okay, I understand that. Says, facts, we need new IPs or at least remakes. Hey, there you go. There you go. He said, bro, Sony might need to make a PSN app. Do that with Microsoft, with Xbox, bro. Man, we'll see. You know, people been talking about a PC launcher for years. We'll see. No. Lore Wilson says, Marlon, CES might show PS5 Pro and a new 4K TV, Sony newest cars. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance at this point. We'll see, man. We might not get it there. You know, we might get something else. Like I said, we might just get a DualSense. We might just get the DualSense upgrade. Maybe a DualSense 2.0 and then not the Pro. I'm just saying. Well, we'll see. You never know with these companies, bro. Things are subject to change. And he says, why don't they put a high-end Android chip in the new Nintendo Switch? Man, you didn't. I guess you didn't look at the specs for the Switch too. He said, bruh, both the PS5 Pro is selling point is 8K gaming. When it says 8K gaming on the base PS5, 8K gaming. You're not going to be able to do 8K gaming on consoles anytime soon. At least across the board, you're not. You're not. Gamers are about old games. However, Jim Ryan has a point. How many of you will play first, second, and third generation games? It has to make business sense. There you go. There you go. Right? That is true. That is true. So, that is true. I said we probably, he says, get the tech, but won't see the actual console like how they did when PlayStation 5 first launched. Yeah, they're probably just gonna show the screenshot, and then that's it. It says, I'm going to Atlanta for my birthday in May. My brother is treating me to a strip club for the first time. Oh, that's what's up, man. Oh, that's what's up, man. Enjoy yourself, bro. Yes, sir. Happy to hear that, King Mo. God bless, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We out here, man. It said there's an article. Millions are people are buying PS3 games online. That's all I'm saying, man. On one hand, you hear people say, "Oh yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Nobody cares about you know, old games. And then on the other hand, you hear people saying, oh yeah, we care about old games. Yeah, for sure. Old games. Yeah, we care about that. Whatever, man. I don't know, bro. Whatever. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. You just don't know what you're going to get. It's crazy. They say, wish you had a brother like Kigbo's brother. Hey, man. Blessings, man. Blessings. I really, guys, I really hope that next week things will start to pick up for gaming. You know what I mean? I really hope by next week things will start to pick up. So we'll see what happens. With some solid announcements. Backwards compatibility is a beautiful thing, but how much revenue and profit these old games are bringing into Sony? You can't sell Tekken 2 at $70. Yeah, but you can do a remake at $70 though. You can do a remake at $70 though. So, and you know, remaking a game or remastering a game don't cost as much as building something from the ground up fresh, or even remaking for that matter, you know? So he said we need some news on. They already put out some news saying that it's coming in 2024. So I think at the next State of Play, we might get some information on that. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't know, but we'll see. We will see. We will see. Right? We will see. Yeah, they're already doing that right now. Remaking stuff from 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You know? And then obviously we got stuff from 10 plus years ago. So, I mean, hey, there's a market for it. I mean, Capcom has shown us that there's a market for that stuff. You know? So, hey, man. I'm telling you, there's a market for old games. Remakes, remastering. He says a remake of Tekken 2 make business sense. Hey, they already doing it. Game Reactions, they already doing it. They already doing it. You talk about Tekken 2. Look at Silent Hill. You know, they're doing Silent Hill. They're doing Final Fantasy 7 remake, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Come on, they doing Last of Us remake. They doing Last of Us Part 2 remake. I'm Demon Souls remake. I'm just saying. You know, I think, was it RE2? Resident Evil 2 did what, over 10 million copies? I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. You know? There's a market for everything, right? But Sony just have to look at it as, you know, can they look at this and is it sustainable for them? You know? And it really, that's why you have to communicate with your audience. Communicate with your audience and see what they want. Period. I said, Marlon, yes, they Russian this year just came in and they can't wait to see these new products. Exactly. You already know, bro. Exactly. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Turn on that post notification bell. We here. Kim says we need more remakes for 2020. What's that? I can't even see with the thing right there. Well, I'm guessing you say for 2024. I mean, that's a given. We're gonna get more remakes. We're gonna get more remasters. Like this year, we already getting Last of Us Part 2. So, and that's easily gonna do 10 million copies. That's easily gonna do 10 million copies. Easily gonna do 10 million copies. So, I mean, Sony knows it. That's why that's why they're gonna keep doing it, because they know what they can get away with and what they can't get away with, you know, and what's profitable for them and what's not profitable. So, you know, there's that. Gaming and Reaction says, you're right, but as long as it makes business sense and it appeals to gamers in a way to spend $70, the formula has to work like what Capcom has done with RE. Exactly. And that's why that's what you see the industry. Once Capcom started to dig in with remakes and stuff, and people seeing how profitable that was for Capcom, a lot of companies starting to follow suit, doing a lot of remakes and stuff. I mean, I'm telling you, say for instance, you come out with the original version of your game came out 15, 20 years ago. Okay, that game already ran its course. And then you come out again and you remake the game from the ground up for the newest console, right? Your last game did 20 million, right? In terms of copies. And then you turn around again and remade it again. That's what, another 10, 15 million to add to that 30 million. Now that's 45 million as a whole. So that right there makes a lot of sense for the franchise and makes a lot of sense for that particular publisher to say, we did 15 million here. Let's keep doing this and let's maximize that IP. Who knows? Maybe we might make something brand new altogether. That's not a remake. That's in that same franchise. So what I'm saying, Capcom has literally unicorned the remake situation all over again and allow a lot of companies in the industry to follow suit with the remake trend. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a success of RE2 and 3 and 4 and all of that jazz. And they're going to keep on doing it. 5, 6, as long as it sells, they're going to keep doing it. As long as it makes money, it makes sense, right? So it's just, you got to look at that, man. Say, bro, what I'm excited about is what Nintendo Switch 2 will be. Hopefully, well, I'm seeing right now in terms of that is it's going to be like DS to 3DS type upgrade, right? It's going to be like a DS to 3DS type upgrade. It's not going to be no, like, you jump in, say, from like, I'm trying to see if I can, like, you're jumping from like Super Nintendo to Switch type upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe Wii to Switch or something like that. You know, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Or from GameCube to Switch or something, but I don't know. But we'll see. You know, we'll see what Nintendo does with the, with the upgrade. We'll see what they do with the Switch 2 or whatever it's going to call. We'll see. So Nintendo finally going full HD and above. Well, they already had, games running at 1080p, 60, 1080p 30, blah, 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 So using FSR with certain games, things of that nature. So, I mean, we'll see, guys. We'll see. You said, bro, I hope Capcom does Dino Crisis remake, bro. I ain't holding my breath on that, man. For years, see what I'm saying? That's an old game. That's an old game you're talking about. So I'm saying there's a market for older games because you're talking about a older freaking game. You see what I'm saying? And you're missing that nostalgia. So that's what I'm saying. There's always going to be a market for remakes. Always. Always. So, it's just, guys, that's just the way it is, man. That's just the way it is, man. Always going to be a market for remakes, remasters, things of that nature. It's just the way it is. We've been asking for that Dino Crisis for years. Don't even know if it's ever going to happen. Onimusha. You know what I'm saying? We've been...
We will.
No way. No freaking way. No freaking way. No. No way. No. Oh my God, have mercy. Yo, shout outs to my Joy-Con boy brother, man. Shout outs to Player Essence, man. Oh my God, man. What? Oh man, you about to make me tear up on stream. No. There's no way, man. There's no way. There's no way this is real. Yo, shout outs to Player Essence, man. Welcome to the elite part of the nation, my brother. Seriously, man. Holy freaking cow. Thought I was already a member. My bad, dude. Oh, man. Listen, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That puts us at what, 124? So we need 124 more to get to our goal of 200. Holy freaking cow. So we're at 124 more to go. Thank you so much. Make sure, go to the community tab, add me on PlayStation, add me on Xbox, man, so we could chop it up, we could talk and everything, man. Holy freaking cow, man. Shout outs to OJ, man. Oh my God. I was not expecting that at all, bro. My heart was like, boop, like, wait, what? Yo, shout outs, fam. I appreciate that blessing, man. We need 124 more to go to hit our goal of 200 by the end of this year. Shout outs, man. Except for sure, I'll add you. Yo, shout outs, man. How's everything going so far? Happy New Year, OJ, man. Hope everything with your daughter and your wife is going great. I hope you had a great Christmas, man, and Thanksgiving, you know, and everything. Yo, shout outs, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here, man. Just grinding, you know. Same old, man. Just on the ball, man. Just pushing, you know. Shout outs, man. Wow. You never know who is watching, man. You never know who is watching. Shout outs to my brother, man. Shout outs to yo. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Player Essence, man. If you love Nintendo, JRPG, RPG stuff, Fire Emblem, you know, Dragon Quest. I mean, you name it, all of that stuff. Make sure y'all go Final Fantasy. Make sure y'all go subscribe to OJ, man. That's my brother right there, man. Joy-Con boy. If you love Nintendo stuff, if you want to, you know, keep up with Nintendo Switch news, stuff like that, he's your man. RPG news, he's your man. JRPG, he's your man. Switch sales, he's your man. You know what I'm saying? Go check him out, man. If you really want some in-depth, you know, Nintendo Switch information on Nintendo, early reviews, check him out, man. That's my brother right there. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Player Essence, man. That's family right there. Joy-Con boys for life. Let's get it popping. It said, Red Scorpion says, what happened? What happened? Oh, man. My brother, man, Player Essence, just became a member to the channel. That's what happened. I said, Marlon needs more subs. I know. We'll get there, man. We'll get, it says, Happy New Year. It says, I'm doing good. It says, keep grinding. Yeah, I am, man. I am. We're going to hit 10 years in June. 10 years in June, OJ. So, yeah, 2024 is a big year for the channel. So I'm hoping to hit that 100K by the end of the year. Once things start picking up, you know, we start getting more PlayStation stuff, more Xbox stuff, keep my foot on the gas, and we'll get there, man, with the grind. So big up yourself, my brother, man. Love you, bro. Hyrule, what's up, man? Says, didn't GTA 5 had a performance? Yeah. They redid it for PS5 and Series X. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, first lady in the house. Let's go. Shout out to the wife, man. The wife in the house. Let's get it. Yes, sir. We out here. Yeah. Next Xbox console will run 60 FPS GTA 6, correct? We don't know. But based off on the specs, you would think. I mean, we don't freaking know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know, man. Just like what they're saying about the PS5 Pro. Oh, based off of rumors and speculations and all this crap. We don't know, you know, but they're saying it's trash. And you know how Twitter is, man. Toxic. And a lot of these fanboys, they don't know what they're talking about. You know, you don't have hardcore specs. So how are you going to make the assumption that GTA 6 can't roll based on, you know, the rumored specs, and it's going to be CPU bound, and it's going to be a CPU bottleneck for GTA 6. We don't know, man. We don't know anything. We don't know. I said, Mara, how often do you clean your PS5? I try to clean my PS5 like every 6 months or so. I try to, you know, vacuum it out and stuff and clean the fans off and everything, you know, and I try to keep the house clean. You know what I'm saying? Try to keep the house clean. So, yeah. It says, Marlon, the Horizon Forbidden West Collection Edition is fun and look fantastic at 60 frames per second, 60 frames per second smooth, now doing a fresh new start for this year. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, a lot of the Sony games, like first party games, you know, they're running at 60 frames out the gate. So, I mean, you know, there you go. Hey, shout out to Gaming and Reactions. God bless, bro. He says, Marlon is going to push 80 when he hit that 100K. Oh, you already know. You already know your boy gonna be all grayed up and everything. You already know, man. He says, when will we be getting a live gaming MGN? Soon. Stick around, man. Once all the new stuff start dropping, stick around. He says, just wishful thinking by the Xbots. He said, that's why they're jealous. Looks. Hey, man, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. When the PS5 Pro drops, that's when the narrative is going to change. That's when the narrative is going to change, when the PS5 Pro drops. Because it's like, oh, now they got the real specs from Sony, right? So those of you who are saying, oh yeah, I'm not buying the PS5 Pro based off of the rumored specs, yeah, all the narrative is going to be completely different at that point. So, waste of time, bro. Waste of time. Waste of time. Waste of time. It says, it's a Rockstar game. It's 30 FPS. It's nothing but the tech. To be honest, it's just how you build some games. I mean, like I said, whether it's 30 FPS or not, that's why Sony is making the the AI upscaling technology similar to DLSS, similar to frame generation that they're designing, right? To be able to facilitate that. So if the game is running at 30 frames and you're using that AI upscaling technology like DLSS 3.5 or DLSS 3 frame generation, whatever, or, you know, FSR 3 like what AMD have currently right now, then you're good to go, right? You're good to go. I mean, we're already on PC. We're already, you know, utilizing DLSS. We're already utilizing frame generation. So what's the big deal? A lot of games on PC run at 30 frames, right? But with, or even under 30 frames, but with DLSS and frame generation, that is like a true game changer. And that's what we're seeing now with these newer consoles. You know what I mean? Or, you know, the next Xbox or, you know, PS5 Pro, things of that nature. So just got to wait and see, guys. Okay, and jump to conclusions, you know. PS5 Pro is going to hit the roof. He says off. It says at least of the beast. Does a PC performance. But like I said, we'll see, man. We'll see. But these dudes over here making these wild assumptions and claims. Oh yeah, dog. Yeah, GTA 6 is gonna run at 30 frames. You don't know that. You don't know that. You're just going off of leaks and assumptions and speculations. It's crazy to me. He says, Marlon, it's more 120 FPS games, first parties from Xbox, first party. He says, you can't act like Redfall, which is 60 now. I'm saying from launch. It was 30 frames at launch. Starfield, 30 frames. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, it's the world's most powerful freaking consoles. Those games should have never been 30 frames to begin with. Never been 30 frames to begin with. And not only that, but there's a lot of third-party games that are on PS5 and Series X. Okay, people would sit there and forgive the PS5 for being 30 frames when it comes to a third-party game, but the Series X still running the game at 30 frames as well. Come on, man. You're supposed to see the difference, right? Because the Series X is supposed to be this magical beast, this magical unicorn, or magical freaking sports car that can go over 1,000 horsepower or can go 0 to 60 in like 1 second, right? Come on, man. But it comes down to the developers, right? The Series X is a beast on paper, but it comes down to the developers to fully utilize the hardware. Alpha Ghost, what's up, man? How you doing? Yes, sir. Yeah, very hard to believe. Man, the only way you're going to believe, bro, is when you see the proof in the pudding, when you see the actual performance gains, and then you can make your judgment from there. Right now, you can't make no judgment call. You see what I'm saying? Right now, you can't make no judgment call. So I'm just saying. Should we use Starfield if we're talking about GTA running at 30 frames? I mean, Starfield is massive. See what I'm saying? Starfield is massive. GTA 6 is going to be massive. I mean, they're both technically open world, right? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where GTA 6 sits at and the performance gains that we're going to be getting. It says, yes, I'm going to wait because Sony is going to blow our minds. This is plus. What if PlayStation 5 Pro shows Horizon 3 and Wolverine? Well, now I think Wolverine. Yeah, Wolverine is going to be 2026, so that might be PS5 Pro. Now Horizon 3 might not come out until PlayStation 6, but we'll see. You never know. It might come out at the end of the life cycle of the PS5, so we'll see. Said Marlon, how do you feel about almost every game being over 100 gigs, including sports games? That's just the way it is, my brother. Nothing that we can do about that. You know, these games are getting more and more advanced. Textures are getting more and more bigger, you know, more and more high res. So that's just the way it is, man. These games are going to get bigger and bigger. The more ambitious these games are, the bigger and bigger they're going to get, the more data they're going to require. So I understand what you're saying. KT, don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying. But coming from 2022, we got zero first party from Microsoft. Coming into 2023 to redeem themselves, right? And to really, a lot of people, how would you feel, right? You sit there and you bought a Series X and you're hoping to see what the console can do going into 2023 when Microsoft finally wakes up and be like, Starfield is coming out this year. It's one of our biggest games. Stalker 2 got delayed till 2024 at this point, right? And you have Redfall, a game that was shown to us at 60 frames, right? And then when it came out, it was running at 30 frames. And when it came out, it was running like a freaking PS2, PS3 game. Literally. Looked like a freaking mess. Ugly, glitchy, buggy mess. All type of problems. Broken, glitchy mess. Come on, man. And y'all really... No, man. Unacceptable. I understand what you're saying. Oh, it's just 2 games. But, hey, that is 2 games that is attached to the legacy of Xbox. Those games should have been blowing our minds in terms of performance on the box, on the Series X. That's why you see a lot of people are so upset about, man, I'm still waiting to see the value of my Series X. Now, granted, a lot of people are playing older games, FPS, taking advantage of FPS boosts and backwards compatibility and things of that nature on the actual Series X. Am I saying every single game on the Series X runs at 30 frames? No. But the 2 big games that were supposed to be dropping this year were running at 30 frames. So you have to base it off of that. Hellblade 2, people are already saying it's running at 30 frames, right? And it's like, what the heck? I'm just saying, come on, you know? But hey, that's just my opinion, bro. I want to be able to see the fullest potential of the Series X. And we might not get that until Hellblade 2 comes out, or who knows if we get that. I'm just saying. Marty Marr with the 5 says, Marlon Gaming Nation is the best YouTube all time, and Happy New Year to your daughter and family 2024. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Thank you. That's a lot right there. That's a lot right there. I appreciate it. That's a lot right there. That's a lot right there. I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much for super chatting, because that definitely helps out our show and help us to continue to do what we do here full time for you guys, and going in depth and giving you guys the content. Keep the lights on, keep the internet going, keep the computer going. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the blessing, man. Ninja says, Marlon, do you think next gen consoles will start coming with more storage, or will they just continue to keep stock storage low in order to keep prices down? It's kind of a mixed bag question, to be honest. I think that yes, with something like the PS5 Pro, that should be it's more of a high-end version of the PS5. Just like how the PS5 Slim is at 1 terabyte instead of 825. Yes, I do believe that being that it's a higher end, it's an extension, it's a more premium version of the PS5, they should have 2 terabyte, which the rumors are saying 2 terabyte of storage. Now, PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox should be 2 terabyte standard, because those games are going to be even bigger than what we have currently right now with PS5 and Series X. Make sense? So I do believe that, yes, that could be the case. So we'll see. We'll see how that actually turns out. Good question, though. Good question. Let's see here. It says, First Lady says, well, it says that's a good thing. Oh, okay. You're talking to First Lady. Okay, that's what's up. Make sure y'all hit the like button, guys. Share the stream. Subscribe. Super chats are welcome if you have any super questions. We're on the tail end right now. So if you have any questions, any concerns, now will be the time. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for the blessing. Let's get it popping. Okay. It says blessings is all around us. It says make sure you bless the stream by smashing the like button and subscribing to the channel. Share it with your friends and families and tell them Marlon got you. Hey, shout out to Brandon. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much, man. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man, for the blessing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate that blessing, man. That's a blessing. Yes, sir. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Any more concerns? I appreciate y'all. Shout outs to King Mo. Love you, bro. Yep, SSD storage is getting cheaper and cheaper. So by next gen, they should be more storage. For sure. For sure. You know what I mean? For sure. Marty Mara says, hit the button, everyone, and bless channel and subscribe. You brand new to Marlon Gaming. Hey, shout outs to Marty, man. That's what I'm talking about with the members and with the mods, man. I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for the blessing, man. I appreciate it. It says, do we really need a PS5 Pro? I mean, like I said, we don't really need a PS5 Pro. I mean, Sony can go this whole entire generation without that, but you have to look at these third-party games, especially these Unreal Engine 5 type games that are just very, very taxing on hardware. You know what I'm saying? So PS5 Pro is supposed to help alleviate a lot of the struggles that we have right now with a lot of those Unreal Engine 5 games, but we'll see. And years to come. We'll see before this generation is over with. And like I said, the PS5 Pro is optional. You see what I'm saying? The PS5 Pro is optional, so you don't necessarily need a PS5 Pro. You can keep your base PS5 and you're just fine. You get what I'm saying? So there's that. It says, Marlon, it says, I don't know if you heard, bro, but remember when Sega had an appearance at the Game Awards? Well, apparently in the trailer, they possibly showed Street of Rage 5. Yes, I think I saw that too as well. Yes. He says, well, they have... Oh, stay tuned on that one. Ooh, I got some content. Stay tuned. My man gave me the reactions. Thank you so much for plugging that. Stay tuned on that one. I got something for you boys. Stay tuned on that one. Thoughts on Switch 2 rumors? Man, I believe it when I see it, bro. I've been covering Switch 2 rumors for years when I used to cover Nintendo stuff hardcore, and it always lead to a dead end in terms of, is it going to really happen? Blah, blah, blah. Man, I believe it when I see it, bro. Bethesda games coming to PC3 as it says Blade coming to PC3. Hey man, I don't know. I don't know, man. Hey, I don't know. We'll see. But I got some content coming up for you guys when it comes to that. Y'all stay tuned. I got some really funny content coming up. Really, really, really funny content coming up. Oh, just wait. Just wait on the content that is going to come up. I got you boys. I got you boys. I got you boys. Oh yeah, we gonna make some content, man. We're gonna make some content. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But on that note, guys, thank y'all so much for the support. Thank y'all so much for being here. If this is your first time watching the channel, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 100,000. So subscribe if you do love our community, if you do love what we do here, covering the news, PlayStation, Xbox, reviews, stuff like that whenever we do have them. Make sure you hit the like button because it's crucial to this show being in existence. And love you guys. Thank y'all so much for those of you who super chatted today. It definitely does help us out so that we can continue to do this full time and keep these lights on. And with that being said, I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe out there in these streets. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. And like the great Etika would say, please have yourself a good one. Love you guys. Be blessed.